Welcome to the Success Sensei Podcast for anyone interested in success, happiness, and balance. We'll teach you how to be a black belt at life. And now, your host, former professional fighter, multiple world champion, entrepreneur, and investor, Robert Devane.
Bowing in. This is Roundhouse Rob, the Success Sensei, helping you to win at life one kick and punch at a time. And this is the Friday Blitz.
The Success Sensei Friday Blitz coming at ya.
Would you erase your failures? So, maybe the answer will be obvious to some. Maybe you just need a quick reminder. But certainly when I heard about this, I thought about it. And I do remind myself of it on a regular basis. And that is, if someone could come along and remove all the negativity and all the hurt and all the failures from your life, would you let them? Would you let them do it? Now, unless you've had some major catastrophes or some major emotional hurts, we're not really talking about anything savagely bad. We're talking about your failures, your mistakes, the awkward situations you put yourself in, the negative situations that have happened to you. Nothing catastrophic, mind you. Nothing that's absolutely knocked your life off kilter. We're not talking about that. We're talking about your failures, all that, the mistakes, the errors you made in relationships, in school, in work. If someone could come along and take away all of those, would you let them? Now, the majority of people, actually, when you really think about it, I think instinctively you think, yeah, sure, I'll be deadly. All my failures, all the things that I've wasted money on, all the gambles I've taken that haven't worked my way, and all just generally my failures and my mistakes. Somebody said, that sounds great, remove them. But the big dilemma is, and I think the more you think about the question, the more you come to the same conclusion. You would not be the same person today if all of that was removed. You wouldn't be as strong as you are today. You wouldn't have learned the lessons you would have learned. Life isn't just made up of all the positivity and the happiness. It's very much the negativity and the failures, the negative situations, the mistakes that you've made have very much shaped your life, and even larger mistakes as well. And not catastrophic mistakes. Anyone that's gone through anything like that, you know, this is not what the podcast is about. The podcast is about more minor fails, minor mistakes, minor negativity. So to remove any of those is to remove your learning process. It's to remove who you are. It's to remove your very being, I suppose, because your life is made up of the decisions you make and the decisions that you don't make. The decisions that you make that go your way and the decisions you make that don't go your way, and how you respond to them after that. And ultimately, you wouldn't be where you are now. You wouldn't be the person that you are now. You wouldn't be a strong person if you hadn't faced both success and failure. So it's a very, very necessary part of human existence and human life. And in order to succeed, you have to make mistakes. You have to make fails to learn from them in order to move. Now, that's the only thing. You don't want to be making the same mistakes and the same failures over and over again. Absolutely review them. Absolutely go through them and make sure that you tell yourself you're not going to make the same error again. And you know what? If you do, have the same conversation all over again with yourself and review it and see where you went wrong and see how you could improve it. So have a think about that. Have a think about it. You wouldn't be the person that you are today if it wasn't for everything that's happened in your life thus far. And that does mean the negative things as well as the positive things. To have somebody removed, to have your a fairy godmother come along and remove all the hardships in your life would be to do you a disservice. And I don't know, would you have the strength of character then if it was all removed? If something negative did happen to you, if something didn't go your way, or would you just be, I don't know, who would you be? Would you just be like this spoiled brat who was so used to everything going their way? If that fairy godmother wasn't around to make sure that your future failures didn't occur, then how would you respond to that? You wouldn't be equipped, you wouldn't be emotionally ready. So it's kind of important and it's kind of an important part of our life that we learn how to deal with our failures and our awkwardness and all of that, our social anxiety and all of those things that we need to try to not control, but certainly have some kind of a management over. So have a think about that and have a think about how it reflects in your own life. And hopefully that helps you. Any thoughts? Obviously, as I always say, message me. I will read all my messages, so feel free to message me directly. I'm Roundhouse Rob, the Success Sensei. Life is a fight you can enjoy and win. Bowing out.
This has been the Success Sensei, fighting the winning fight. So add us, subscribe, like, and comment. Keep those hands up and keep moving forward.